Hooty hoo, all my stock market gamblers. Welcome today. I'm Tall Mike. It's Wednesday, September 29th. What have we got going on? Well, they're buying the dip. They're buying the dip. We had that big dip yesterday, and today the Dow Jones is up 200, NASDAQ's up 100. But they're not buying the dip like they used to. They used to buy it all the way up until it hit new record highs. We're not hitting the new record high. We're having lower highs, basically. I still think we got some room to come in, but a lot of people want to buy this dip. They think it's time. Maybe it is. I'm waiting for a little more pullback, and then I will be buying. I do think we're going to hit new record highs. Now, why? I don't think we're going to crash just yet. You see, when you're printing $3 trillion, $4 trillion, $5 trillion at a time, it is really hard to crash the market. But the thing is, they have to print more and more money to make the stock market go higher. If they don't print more money, it will all come down. It's a house of cards. Now, what I want to talk today about is the biggest con that they're playing on the American people, and that is the dollar. They're telling you that the dollar is going up, and if you look at it, the dollar's going up against other currencies, against other foreign currencies that are doing the same thing. They're all in on the con. This is the biggest con in the world. Think about it. Okay, so they telling you the dollar's going up, but when you go to the store, your dollar's going down. When you go to the gas station, your dollar's going down. You're losing purchasing power. Now, in order to keep the con game going, they have to have you have confidence in the dollar. When you lose confidence in the dollar, this is all going to come crashing down like a house of cards. Look at your 401k is going up, and that's what they want you to look at. They want you to look at the stock market. Stock market hits new record highs almost every month, right? New record high, new record high, new record high. We're not going to get a new record high this month. So be careful. We could come in a lot. What we have is now the debt ceiling to deal with. Okay, so the debt ceiling needs to be raised. It needs to be raised by mid-October. This is going to cause gridlock in the government. This is going to cause the markets to come down. The markets are going to hit gridlock, and they're going to come down. Now, are they going to raise the debt ceiling? Absolutely, they're going to raise the debt ceiling. Am I for raising the debt ceiling? Absolutely not. The reason being, I want smaller government. I don't want them to have a new credit card to go out and spend with, because that credit card, me and you, we have to pay this money back. It's our money, and they're going to spend it. Look it. This is not some conspiracy theory. We're $29 trillion in debt. The Fed is approaching $10 trillion on their balance sheet. But what they're really not talking about is the unfunded liabilities. Unfunded liabilities like Medicare, like Social Security. And I want to talk a little bit about Social Security. Social Security is also a con game. Look it. You pay into Social Security for, let's call it 40 or 50 years. The time you're working, you pay in. Let's say you start working at age 20 and you start taking your Social Security at age 65. What is that? That's 45 years that you pay into Social Security. You pay in 12% of your income into the Social Security fund. Now, are you going to get this much money back? Well, maybe if you live to be 140 years old, yeah, maybe you'll get your money back. But I'm telling you, no, it's a con game. As a matter of fact, they don't even have the money. The more money that you put in, they love it because you're not going to get your money back. It is a con game. Social Security is broken. Look it's already. If they do not pass the debt ceiling, the Social Security payments aren't going out. Now, why is that? Don't they have the money in a fund that they could send the Social Security out? No, they do not. Why? Because the U.S. has already borrowed against the Social Security fund. The money's gone. I got news for you. The money's gone. They say it's going to last out till 2030. It's not. Look at benefits. They're going to make the payments, I think, but the benefits, the payment that you get is not going to buy you much. It's all a con game. Look, the con game is telling you that the dollar is strong. The dollar's not strong. When you retire, let's say you're 40 years and you got another 25 years, you're not going to see any money. Your benefits are going to be cut. The amount of purchasing power that you're going to receive is going to be so much diminished by the con game they're playing with the U.S. dollar. Look, the U.S. dollar is going to go to zero purchasing power. Okay, if you go back to 1913 when a dollar bought a dollar, and you move forward 100 years till today, right? Okay, how much does that dollar buy? It's less than 3 cents. And they want to wipe out that 3 cents. Look, Social Security, it's gone. It's over. It's a con game. And the dollar, it's going away. It's over. The dollar is going to be printed into oblivion. They're going to print. People just don't understand. They don't understand the repercussions of printing $11 trillion in the last 18 months. This has repercussions. You cannot do this and have nothing happen. You cannot print $11 trillion and go, look it's a free lunch. No, it is not a free lunch. Your dollar purchasing power is going away. It's going to zero. Yes, the stock market's going up, and that's what they want you to look at. But when you sell your stocks, what do you get paid in? You get paid in dollars, and those dollars, unfortunately, are going to zero. It's a con game. It's a con game being played on the U.S. Social Security, it's a con game. They are taking your money and they're spending it. You're not going to get payments. Maybe you'll get payments in dollars, but those dollars are soon going to be worth zero. We have to change course. We have to go back to sound money. Sound money is gold and silver. People go, that's going backwards, Mike. We want big government. We can't print all these trillions of dollars if we go back to a gold and silver standard. Well, do we really want the government printing trillions and trillions of dollars and destroying what we've worked for our whole life, destroying the country that we live in? Look, I love this country, but the government is destroying it. The Federal Reserve, public enemy number one. They are making the dollar go to zero. They are making poor people are going to be starving. Middle class are going to be homeless. It's scary what's going on right now. It is. It's scary. Now, I don't mean to just come out here with just negative news. You can fix the problem. You could reverse course. You could not pass the debt ceiling. You could go back to fiscal responsibility of sound money. Look, what they're doing to us is just destroying the dollar, the Social Security system, the unfunded liabilities. The only way to pay it is print more money, right? It's broken. We have to fix the system. But no one wants to fix the system until we're in a complete crisis, a complete financial crisis. Then they will have to fix the system because they'll be forced to. Look, social unrest is going to increase when people can't eat, when the cost of food gets so high that people cannot afford to eat. Social unrest is going to happen. This is a big, giant con game. The stock market, stock market's going higher, and they want you to look at that. They tell you the economy's doing great. Go outside, walk around. The economy's not doing so well. I'm telling you, it is a con game. It is a printing of money is all it is. It's an illusion. It's an illusion. It's a house of cards. It's just going to come down. Now look you got the Federal Reserve doing insider trading. They're gambling on their front running their own trades. They're making tens of millions of dollars. Me and you do that, we go to jail. Look at the Federal Reserve. They are untouchable. No one's going to put them in jail. Look at who they put in jail. Well, they put that guy, that Bernie Madoff guy. They put him in jail when he got caught doing his con game. The government doesn't want competition in the con game. They will put you in jail if you're running a con game, but they are running the biggest con game the world has ever seen. And this is all going to come crashing down. We have to get back to sound money. Protect yourself. Buy some gold. Buy some silver. Stash it away because the dollar is going to zero. And people just don't see that yet. Printing these money, these trillions and trillions of dollars, it will have backlash. It will have repercussions. And it will not be a good thing for the U.S. Okay, so the stock market, up today. I do think it's going to come in as they battle for that debt ceiling. Yes, they're going to raise the debt ceiling. They always do. They've raised it like 78 times in the last 50 years. It's ridiculous. It's a little game that the government plays. Oh, we're not going to raise it. We're not going to raise it. Well, you have to raise it. You have to raise it because they're going to kick that can as far down the road as they can. They're going to print money as long as they can until the big crisis comes. Then the big crisis comes and it's not going to end well. If anyone thinks it's going to end well, leave me a comment down below. Tell me why you think this is going to end well. And I think we're getting closer to the end, and that's a little scary. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out, but it's getting a little scary. Yes, we'll see what happens later in the week now with the stock market. Stock market, I think it's going to come in. I think it's going to come in for the next couple weeks because they're going to be battling out the debt ceiling. They're going to be fighting over it. I think that's going to put pressure on the markets. We'll see if I'm right. Anyways, like this stuff, thumbs up for me. Helps me out. If you really like it, hit that subscribe button so we can talk more later in the week. My name's Tall Mike. Bye-bye now. Get out there. Have a great Wednesday, everybody. Bye-bye.